Hello, everybody. My name's No, it's not. No, it's not. Welcome to my Outcome Memories video. Yeah. For the people who don't watch my videos, I bet you didn't know I'm sort of into EXE stuff. Yeah. Just a little. Yeah, I'm a part of the space. Oh, that one. But yeah, I've been playing Outcome Memories for, well, since it came out, honestly. It was one of the EXE projects that I was excited for. Just the idea. Sounds cool, you know? Like, yeah, an EXE game where you're not walking to the right for 10 minutes. Cool. But, like some bad news. The game's in a pretty early state, so it has a lot of issues. However, I'm here today, this video right now, is gonna tell you something. How to play the game! How to play the game! How to play it! It's pretty cool. Might want to stick around. Can have some really useful stuff that's been regurgitated already. Yeah, but also this is the first time I in quote script something. I just have bullet points right here for most of the characters and the maps. But yeah, this video is gonna be not what I usually do. Anyway, Tails. Tails kind of, how do I say this? Fucking sucks. Yeah, he's kind of ass. Like, just completely fucking buns. His gameplay consists of, sitting in a corner. And that's it. And waiting for your only defense. Which doesn't really work all that well, because, the aim reticle isn't where the laser actually shoots. Yeah. Don't know why that is. Don't like that. I mean, it works when you hit. Pushes them back. It's done for quite a bit. Yeah, I guess. Tails' iconic glide move. Yeah, Tails, the one who glides. Yeah, that guy. It's useful. You want to get away, you know, until you press it and you get stuck into the floor. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It does work when it needs to, sometimes. You know, you get away. It's pretty cool. And then once you're away, you can just use invisible and just fucking get you right after, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, Tails just sucks. Like, I don't know, man. I just can't defend him. He's not good. He's not a good character. Unless you're some fucking Call of Duty sniper expert and you can whip around and fucking blast EXE in the face and get away somehow. The most useful strategy I have for this guy is have someone next to you that can stun at all times. Or just be next to someone at all times and only use your laser when you really feel like it's necessary. However, this is the most important thing about Tails. Do not be the hero. Do not be the hero. Do not go into the middle of a fight and use that laser. You're going to get killed. You don't have a lot of ways to get out of a big fucking bar fight happening in the middle of the map. If things like that are happening, that's when you are useful. Shoot from a distance. Get the EXE, stun them, make everyone kind of split up if they need heals. You are the guy that breaks the tension. Next character, Sonic. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's the blue guy. Yeah, he's definitely the best survivor out of everyone. Yeah, go figure. I say that because he's kind of bullshit. He is the only character with a dodge meter. 50 dodge. That means you can dodge an EXE's attacks 3 times and suffer no consequence from it. You can get it back by spin dashing into the EXE. Yeah, you can get that back. That's kind of broken. Not really, unless you're getting targeted, then no, you're just kind of fucked. Yeah, do not rely on this man to be a team hero. Okay, well, this is just my experience. I like to fling my shit at EXE like a monkey. Spin dash, get my shield, run out of there. If somebody's getting attacked, I'm running over there. I'm like, yeah, I gotta help that guy. If somebody's downed, I pop that peel out right away, pick him up, get out of there. Let me just talk about this now. This game loves not explaining anything to you. If you're new to the game and you didn't know this yet, yeah, when you're doing the peel out, you can pick people up. I play on controller, so that's the square button, the DualSense. X button for Xbox, I assume. If that works with Roblox still, I'm pretty sure it does. I would imagine it would be E on keyboard. I could not tell you. I don't use keyboard. You would not catch me using keyboard. He's just the best character. He's a good starter character if you want to get free wins. If the EXE isn't a Miku EXE and it's sweating their fucking hairy, and you want to have a good time playing this game, I think you should be Sonic. If someone else didn't pick him 5 seconds into the match already. Here's a tip. When you're in the character select screen, press D twice and you'll already be on Sonic, so you can just insta-lock him. It's pretty cool, that's what I do. Fuck you, Timmy, you're not getting Sonic. Cream! If you've played the game, you already know I have nothing nice to say about this character. Have fun dying first. Creep is the healer. Yeah, the one that keeps people alive. That's exactly why the EXE is going to go after you first. You're going to die. A strategy I like doing is kind of, well, this is a map specific thing, but if you're on Not Perfect or X's Castle, fucking stupid ass green hill, no, I like that map. Just kind of sit in a high ground constantly. Not in view, obviously. You don't want to be a fucking open beacon to getting your shit kicked in. But kind of always have a high ground. You're going to need that fly mechanic, which the game doesn't tell you she can do. But yeah, if you jump, and I think you press jump again, you'll glide, you know. These two characters, good for gliding, not this guy. Something I figured out, like today, is if someone's next to you and you're healing, and you use that dash, it hits and that gives you a speed buff. That is very useful. However, you have to jump. If you don't jump, that dash isn't working, and it's kind of weird. I don't think it's supposed to do that. I think it's broken. You guys should keep that. It makes her not die as fast. It's not very useful. The heals are really useful. You're always going to want to have a cream on the team. If you don't see a cream, and you're like the last person to pick a character, be cream. You're going to need those heals. The only downside is the heals aren't very useful for yourself, and cream dies very fast. Kinda sucks. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense either. But yeah, she's okay if you know how to run away for an entire match. Isn't that fun? Next character, Amy. Yeah, pretty cool character. I don't really play her much though. Anyway, she's basically just Knuckles, but you can heal yourself and get a bunch of buffs and shit. Yeah, hammer is basically a counter. Did you know she has a hammer jump? Did you also know that's another thing this game doesn't tell you? You can also throw the hammer, but it never works. Unless you're a fucking MLG mouse pro and you can mouse flick and be fucking crazy as shit. I will say though, she has some really good cosmetics, probably the ones I like the most. Because I do like Vocaloid. I don't know if my awesome subscribers knew that. If you like Vocaloid, I'm with you, pal. She's just basically Knuckles. I can't lie to you, man. Next character, Metal. Yeah, he's cool, but he also kind of fucking sucks ass. He's the one-move wonder. Charge is good for getting 2011X away from survivors. However, you're gonna take damage if you do that. It's gonna be like quite a bit of health. So once you use that move, you better have some way to get the fuck out of there. And he's gonna target you, just like Cream. Get the fuck out of there. Those are nice. You know, the healing move, he can heal himself. Yeah, that's pretty cool. However, you're gonna have to rely on Eggman for any substantial healing. Or Tails. Tails doesn't give you as much, but it's still a boost. Yeah, you can use that. Pretty good. But yeah, I don't think Metal's all that great unless you like doing nothing for an entire match. I think the worst thing about Metal is when you're revving up, you're like, ooh, I'm gonna get this guy, and Sonic or Knuckles already stunned him. So now you can't get the charge grab. So now you're just fucking off into the endless abyss of wherever you need to go. And if Sonic and Knuckles are gone, that scary man, he's coming for you. He's gonna fucking kill you. And you're already at low health, which is really bad. You're gonna die. Case in point, Metal kind of fucking sucks, but I also like playing him because he's fun. He's basically a worse Sonic. Yeah. Knuckles. Yeah. That's the best stunner in the game. He has a lot of stun moves. Charging is ass. But, did you know you can counter during the charge? Yeah, it's another thing this game doesn't tell you. Woo. They seriously need like a practice arena or just a tutorial guide, something to these characters, man. You can also wall cling. If you're new to the game, you probably didn't know that. And you can glide. Seriously, can someone on the dev team make like guides, something that isn't on Discord? He has a ground slam. I don't know if you knew that. I don't have to say it. Do that move if there's a bunch of people around, because it'll fling the EXE away, and it stuns. That's a good way to, you know, kind of just scatter. Yeah. Get out of there. Now, this fully charged punch is a fire punch. That stuns for longer. About 5 seconds, I believe, than the normal 3 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, also, use counter if the EXE is coming at you with a charge. That blocks it, and it's very useful. However, if you don't have a punch, he's probably going to get you after that counter. So you're going to want to, maybe if you're attempting that, have a punch with you. Yeah. Because you can't charge. You already countered it. So if he's coming at you, just punch him in the fucking skull, and you can get away. Just remember, his punch has an arc for some reason, and that usually means you're gonna miss a lot. So do it from a distance, or if you're like right in his butthole, fucking Mortal Kombat. Eggman. He's a character. Do fuck all. Just kind of do your own thing. The entire match. Don't do anything for anyone else, because you honestly can't. That's a lie. The shield is actually really good for getting downed people, and the jetpack boost is good for getting the fuck out of there. Because you're gonna need to, a lot. EXE's fast, and especially with invisibility. Yeah, my own experience with Eggman is not well. As a Metal Sonic main, I'm pretty sure you know where this is going if you've played the game. Eggmans do not like being around metals. My own experience. There have been times where he'll come up to me and just emote and like, oh, this guy's gonna stay next to me. But then he just kind of fucks off. Shield. That's a good counter. Especially for the charge, it's kind of like Knuckles' counter. Isn't that cool? That's just about it to him. He's a very self-centered character. He's not a guy where you want to be in the middle of the Sonic the Hedgehogs fighting the scary, evil, creepypasta man. Yeah, you're just kind of like Tails, sit in the back and kind of do whatever. Now for the scary. Oh my god, he's scary. 2011X. That's him. That's the EXE. He's cool. I like playing him. A lot of other people don't. Yeah, that's something I've noticed. People don't really like playing as him. You get picked as the EXE sometimes, and people will just leave the game because they don't want to play him, and it's kind of annoying. Just fucking play the game. He has way too many downsides, though. Invisibility. If you don't know how to play this character and you kind of do the spooky move next to a character, you're stuck there because he's like, boo. And it's like, well, I guess I'm going to wait for 3 seconds until I can hit the guy I want to hit. And here's the thing, you can have that move, and you do the boo move, you can just fucking punch in the head. Like a fucking soft spot on a baby. Just and you're stunned for even longer. So that's kind of a fucking awful move to use. Here's what you do. Come out of invisibility when you're like not near them, but you're close enough to where you can like maybe run around and hit them. Here's a cool tip I learned from a video. 2 hits, yeah, like 2 normal hits. Get 2 hits in, and then use charge. That downs instantly. That is what I do. That doesn't work if the survivors know how to play the game. That's a cool tip. So use that move, that special move, very sparingly. If you know that survivor doesn't know how to play the game, do that. Yeah. If you're doing 3v1s or 2v1s, get ready to just lose. If you're not sweating your dick off, you just lose. Especially if it's a metal or like, if it's a 2v1 and it's a metal and a Knuckles, you're losing. I don't know how to tell you this. You're just losing. But yeah. I think the maps are fine. Not perfect. It's terrible. Look. I know I'm just fitting in with the crowd, but not perfect is fucking awful. I hate that map so much. It's just not open enough. You have nowhere to like move or get away. There's nothing if you're not risking jumping off the map or hitting a bumper. It's just not fun. I know it's not perfect. I don't care if that's the name. The map still sucks dick. But yeah, not much else to talk about with this game. So here's what we're gonna do. Alright, we're gonna talk about stuff I want in the game. I want stuff in the game. Actually, let me say this before anything else. I concepted the Luther design from Needle Mouse, and I'm very, very thankful that they put a reference to him in the game with the cape and the blue shoes. Well, it's not really a him thing. That's a weird Twitter trend that I don't like. But anyway, I saw it. Thank you. I did buy it like instantly as soon as I figured it out. I was like, oh, that's really nice. Thank you guys. I'm pretty sure JoJo is also very considerate of that. I wouldn't know. Speaking of, I talked to them about getting Speed Duo in the game. But it's probably not gonna happen, sorry. Things I want the hooligans. I know Fang got confirmed, but I want Bean and Bark. Yeah. Don't know how those would work, but I want them in the game. This is a classic Sonic game. I want them in. Mighty and Ray can get in. I want them. Put them in. Other than characters, nah, I think all the confirmed characters are pretty good. I like it. They got Honey the cat. Like, wow. You can put her in, but you can't put Bean in. But anyway, cosmetics. Yeah. Woo. Pretty cool. For Sonic, I want the Jet Set Radio outfit from Project M. Yeah, I think more SEGA rep like outfits would be cool. We're gonna go after that because that's kind of the only things I want, just SEGA references, because I am a big SEGA fan, not just a Sonic fan. I like a lot of SEGA stuff. For Sonic, the Beat outfit, Tails, maybe a Gunstar Hero stuff. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be a cool reference. For Knuckles, Cosmic Kiryu, or Axel Stone from Streets of Rage. Cosmic Kiryu is from Yakuza, if you didn't know. This outfit, the Cosmic Kiryu one, could be paired with Cream. She could get a Haruka Sawamura outfit. That'd be cool. Would be nice. I'd like that. I don't know if any of the devs on Outcome Memories are Yakuza fans, but I am, and I want some stuff. Plus, Knuckles has the Fire Punch, and that's like a heat action. Pretty cool. Amy, give me more Vocaloid stuff. I don't even care if they already have Miku. I don't care if it's overdone. Give me more. Give me a Teto stuff. Give me Nero. Give me Haku. Give me Lin. Give me Luca. I don't give a shit. Just put more. I'm fucking big and greedy. I don't know. Metal just needs more cosmetics in general. I heard it was because the way his model is, or the bone structures, I think he needs a rework of some sort. Don't quote me on that. Just something I remember off the top of my head in their Discord server. That's why he doesn't have many cosmetics, is because it's hard to make things for the model he has. Eggman. There's not really a lot to go off of. I think a cool one would just be the modern Eggman. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to say about this game. Just, yeah, I've had fun. Maybe it doesn't sound like it because this game is still very early in development. So it has a lot of issues, but I would never blame the devs for that. I will blame them for not explaining the characters, but that's besides the point. I have fun. I hope they're having fun making this game. I hope they keep doing stuff for it, and I hope they don't burn themselves out. I see they're making dev survivors, and they're putting them in the private servers, and they're having fun doing that. They're not purposely doing it to, you know, I don't want to work on this character, so I'm going to do this for myself. No, that's not what it is. They're just having fun. Let them do their stuff, you know? It's their game. They can do what they want. I'm having fun with it. As long as they're having fun, do whatever. Put fucking Sunky in the game. I don't know. I don't care.